All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm joined here with Perculia.
This is cool.
This is crazy. This is insane. We've been walking around the show floor looking for a place to do a little special edition of Wowhead Weekly to let you know what we've been up to here at Blizzcon. Yeah. And we didn't really anticipate that they would let us do the show.
Yeah, but I mean,
we asked
and
we received, which is crazy, actually. Yeah. It's insane. So I guess we should kind of actually do a show and stop just freaking out that we're here at the Arena Caster's desk, because fangirling pretty hard right now. So we have been doing an absolute ton of stuff at BlizzCon, an absolute ton. It's been completely crazy. Yeah. So we started off on the Thursday night, right? We had the
Thursday
Wowhead
first,
party.
before even BlizzCon started.
Exactly.
So we had the Wowhead party Thursday night at the Annabella, and it was insane. The line was backed up.
My God,
we are getting a bigger venue next year for sure.
We are definitely getting a bigger venue next year. We had a ton of awesome giveaways. We told you about them a million times. But more than anything, I think it's really important that everyone seemed to have a great time at the party. We had so much fun. We were up on stage. We had some devs come and join us.
Yeah, I think the highlight was when Bashiok was giving away a Murky, and the guy who won it was dressed as a Murloc.
That was amazing.
That was awesome.
So Bashiok, so if you guys weren't aware, and if you weren't watching the party live stream, you might not be. Basically, Bashiok and Zarheim showed up with some personal giveaways.
He just showed up to give stuff. He just showed up to do the prizing.
So lead game designer Corey Stockton, he came up and they all jumped up on stage. Zarheim had brought us 2 one-year game cards to give away, which was crazy.
Yeah,
and then Bashiok, not to be outdone, also came along with a Murky card, which is worth thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it's from 2005. It's this adorable blue Murloc pet.
Yeah. It was a BlizzCon gift in 2005. And so it was just amazing. We had a fantastic time, and the only thing that was if anything was one downside, it was that we knew we had so many people who couldn't get in. So we are going to be absolutely, as Perk said, finding a way bigger venue next year.
And we try to get people on the line, like premium passes, these wristbands, pins, stuff to keep you guys happy.
Yeah, exactly that. So then moving into, obviously, the actual start of BlizzCon itself.
Yeah.
So we obviously attended the opening ceremony, and at the opening ceremony, we had a bunch of cool information, but a whole new IP from Blizzard, which was Overwatch.
Right.
So we've heard about Overwatch.
Yeah.
And we went back to our, back to the press room. We were chatting about Overwatch.
Back to our lair.
Yeah, back to our secret lair. And we were obviously thinking, okay, so we've got all of our ZAM devs here.
Yeah.
So everyone from ZAM, which is obviously, you can see it right here, the company that owns Wowhead and a bunch of other awesome sites, we thought, hey, what if we could actually use the guys who are here to build a site for Overwatch right now?
Yeah, every year we try to do something really cool that's based on, what the hottest demo is. And in the past we've, stayed up till 3 a.m. working on a, beta talent calculator, but because this year there wasn't anything and we had all these people around, we're like, hey, let's make an Overwatch database, overnight, no sweat.
Overnight. And we've been working
it's live.
It's live. It's already up. So it is Owl King. I'm calling it Owl King, so it makes me laugh.
OW
King.
Yeah.
So OWKING.com is already live. It's been up since 3 a.m. this morning. So Pug and I had a little bit of a late night getting that site up. And obviously, shout out to our amazing devs.
Yeah.
Kyle Sprague, Spiffy Jr., and Corey Comer, who was helping us out on the ops side, because they busted some serious ass to get that done.
So we've got, what do we have on there? So we've got heroes, and you can filter by their role, and you can see, their real names, all their lore, their stories, their icons, and then we have all the abilities listed on the hero page, as well as an abilities, database specifically for that.
Exactly, and we've got screenshots for everything. We've got all of the abilities for each hero on the hero
videos
pages.
of that, right in front of you, super large.
We've got a ton of
screenshots on Wowhead, so we just jumped a bunch on our new site.
Yeah, we've also got we've got more coming as well. We're working on a maps module right now. We just added forums today. We are absolutely not stopping just because we got the site out. So a ton of cool stuff there for you to check out. But that wasn't all. Obviously, there was a ton of stuff about actual World of Warcraft as well.
Yeah. So before we go further, if you read any of our coverage about Overwatch, WoW, Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, you can win cool stuff if you go to wowhead.com/BlizzCon and leave a comment. You can be entered to get tons of cool TCG loot from our awesome sponsor, WowTCGloot.com. We've got a corrupted hippogriff mount to give away. We've got ogre idols. We've got pets. We've got disguises. So just leave a comment on something cool you really like in any of our coverage from BlizzCon 2014. and you could win something awesome. And then we've
even got the Blizzard special prize on that list, right?
Yeah.
So we actually not only that they didn't only bring those cards, that Murky game card and the time cards. They actually showed up with 2 signed Warlords of Draenor collector's editions, which we were able to obviously ship out after Warlords of Draenor was launched.
You can't play it right now.
Yeah, exactly. We can do it right now. But we've also got one of those to give away to anyone who's commenting. So the same list that Perk was just running through. Any of the posts on that hashtag, any of the posts on that location, hashtag tag. Yeah. And we've got a Warlords of Draenor signed collector's edition to give away too, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, so awesome. Thank you, Blizzard community team.
You so
you
much.
are the best. You've given us so much stuff this week. Virtual tickets.
My God.
Yeah.
Amazing. So from the WoW side of things, we've had a bunch of coverage up. We've had the live raid. We covered that today.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. I mean, usually they do the old raid, but this time it was more of an exhibition to do Heimal, which, we haven't played yet. So we try to, preview the raid, show the loot tables, cool stuff that drops, the maps. Make it sort of educational for people.
Exactly, and that was way cooler because we were thinking initially that it was going to be Siege of Orgrimmar.
Oh man, I'll just sleep at night.
Oh god, here we go again. And we've all gone through there a million times. It was really amazing to see these top guilds facing off against these bosses, and obviously, watching them for when we're raiding, we're going to be like, oh right, maybe we should do this tactic. Yeah, exactly, rather than that one. So that was amazing. We got some coverage up from that, and Perk put together an amazing Heimal guide to go with it as well. But actually, this afternoon for the World of Warcraft side of things and the Heroes of the Storm, we've had a ton of interviews. So just quickly stepping away from WoW over to the Hero side of things for a second. We covered both the panels, and we've got that up on HeroKing.net, which is another new site. We've been churning out the Blizzard sites like crazy lately, just within this past week, in fact. And so I actually had the great time of sitting down with Dustin Browder, who is the game director for Heroes of the Storm. We really got in depth with the Hero stuff. We asked some really technical, nerdy questions, and he was amazing. He is such a nice guy, so talkative, so excited about Heroes, and it was just fantastic to sit down and chat with him. And then we had a short break.
Yeah, and then we next interviewed Jeremy Fiesel. He sounds like that Darkmoon Fair pet tamer that's really hard, and he's responsible for all the super cool holiday loot that's coming in Warlords of Draenor. So if you like Hollow's End or Day of the Dead, that's all him. And we had some tons of questions ranging from garrisons to holidays to how you should gear up and why there's this new raid gap. 2 weeks for Heimal and 2 months for Blackrock Foundry. So tons of cool design questions.
We talked about so much with him. It was an amazing interview. And then, as if that wasn't enough, we actually had a second interview too, which was really
so many
cool.
questions.
So many questions. So we've been brainstorming questions all day, and so we had a second interview with Alex Afrasiabi, who's actually the creative director of World of Warcraft.
Yeah, that was really fascinating
because
an
amazing interview.
We didn't know who we were interviewing until right before, and they were like, "Oh man, what does he do?" That's such an encompassing title.
Alex is one of those people who we know, he's been with the WoW team a really long time. He's Furore from the forums, and he's this guy who's just been contributing a ton to the WoW franchise for a really long time. But we didn't know what he does on a day.
Yes,
When did he get up in the morning?
We wanted to ask him, questions that would really resonate with, what he's passionate about. I think we did it. He really is, interested in, quest designing and how that's changed over the years.
Exactly.
And, we sort of asked him about Blood Elf models, of course.
Yes, of course. We got the model questions covered, guys.
Some
don't worry.
questions. We just had to.
Yeah, exactly. So we asked him a ton of awesome questions, and we're really, really excited to get those interviews uploaded. They'll be uploaded in the early part of the week. We're obviously going to try and get this up as soon as possible. But we've had an amazing BlizzCon. We've met so many cool people.
Yeah, so thank you everyone who came up to us and told us you like watching our show. That's totally awesome. It means a lot to us.
Thank you very much for coming and saying hi. But I've had a great time. If you had to pick one highlight from everything we've done, what would it be?
I think it was just having two things. Having all the Blizzard people on the stage giving away the prize, and it was super awesome with the Q&A when we saw devs Corey Stockton wearing the Wowhead wristband.
Exactly, that was fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it was just hanging out with so many cool people. Oh, and you got some awesome stuff from the Blizzard store as well.
I did. I'll be wearing it next week for the launch edition of Wowhead Weekly. I got the Bloodfang robe, and I got that super cute Murloc gigantic mug that we've seen in past Blizzard interviews with devs. So I'm happy I braved the line. I got the mug because it wasn't on sale online.
I haven't braved the line for the store yet, unfortunately. I may well do it this evening, so it's still got a little while longer. But for me, definitely a highlight has to be going up on the stage and having Corey there and Bashiok and Zaheim. And honestly, this right now, this
is pretty epic.
And hanging out with Dustin was just such a fantastic interview. I had so much fun geeking out about Heroes of the Storm, and also getting Owl King live.
Owl King, ouch.
Really cool, sort of very tired, yay, at 3 a.m. this morning. But thank you so much for joining us. This is just just been a brief recap, and obviously we've got a ton of content coming up this week. We're likely to do a Q&A in the early part of the week.
Yeah, so Warlords is next week, in case you forgot. So, we've been chucking out guides. I was writing guides on the flight, for gearing, rare spawns. We've got dungeon guides now on Wowhead for all the new dungeons, because they're kind of hard on Heroic and Challenge mode.
Yeah.
So as soon as we get home, we'll have even more guides up for the expansion.
Exactly.
And we will be doing like our, live
usual
Q&A.
shows.
You can ask us like, I'm stuck on this quest, what is a garrison, and we will answer that for you.
What do I do? I've just logged in. How do I even do this? Like, if you've got any questions, come find us. We'll publish more details of that once we're back in the office and not at this amazing setting in Blizzcon. And obviously then Warlords of Draenor launches on the Thursday, and we've got our next episode of Wowhead Weekly, which will be live streaming on the Friday.
Yeah.
All right, is there anything else for me?
I think that's it. This is awesome. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.